Hello, welcome to Board with Paint. Today I'll be showing you how to paint Batgirl from Batman the Animated Series Adventures Shadow of the Bat. Here I'll be trying to mimic the style of artwork from the animated series cartoon. I've already primed the miniature entirely in white, so let's get started with painting. First we'll block in the eyes with some purity white. This will give us a baseline of a color we can return to when we want to shape the eyes later on. Next, we'll paint the small areas of skin on Batgirl's face. Here I'm mixing a skin tone of Resurrection Flesh, Kislev Flesh, and Moonray Flesh. The mask reveals some skin around the eyes, so I'm painting that in and shaping the eye at the same time. Next, we'll draw very small circles for the irises. I'm using a black Micron pen for this. You can get this at a craft store. I like the precision that you get with the pen versus a brush sometimes. Batgirl actually has blue eyes, so we're going to fill in the middle of these circles with Hiril Blue. Be sure and leave a little bit of black outline around the blue. Now onto the yellow, which is just the utility belt and the bat symbol on her chest. We'll start off with a base coat of Averland Sunset. This isn't the final color we want for these areas. We'll go in with a different yellow afterwards, but providing the undercoat with this color will make it easier to cover it with a brighter yellow later. And here's that brighter yellow. We're using Citadel's Yriel Yellow. Since the coverage on this is fairly poor, you may need 3 to 5 coats to get good coverage of this. Now moving on, we'll paint Batgirl's cape using Stegadon Scale Green. I'm also using this color to paint the gloves and the boots. We can also use this for the back and top part of her headpiece, but leave the front unpainted for now. That's going to be black. Now for the rest of Batgirl's suit, we're going to use Cold Gray from Vallejo Game Color. This will cover the arms, legs, body, and chest except for the bat emblem. Take care when cutting in the edges around the bat symbol. You don't want to have to redo any of the yellow because it does cover so poorly. Now we'll mix up a nice orangish red for Batgirl's hair. I'm using Chink Orange from Scalecolor and Scarlet from Vallejo Model Color. The coverage on this wasn't great. I think I ended up doing around 3 coats total, but your mileage may vary. In general, you'll get better results with thinner coats and more of them rather than putting on one thick coat. Although since these miniatures are not highly textured, you might be able to get away with thicker paint on some of these areas. Now we'll paint the front of Batgirl's mask in pure black. When cutting in the different parts of the face, you'll want to have a reference handy, either a screen capture from an episode of the animated series, or you can also look at the card artwork from the game. And obviously you can't fight crime without lipstick, so we will add lipstick with some Scarlet. I'm focusing mainly on just the bottom lip. Now to sell the cartoon look, we're going to add some black lining between all the different areas of the miniature. You'll want to thin some black paint down with some flow enhancer, and then wick off any excess on a paper towel before you touch the miniature. Here you'll see me going around adding a dark black line between any transition of fabric or parts of her costume. We'll also use this to fill in any shadows that we want to emphasize, or to separate different parts of the belt or the different folds in the fabric or texture in the hair. Here I'm tracing around the bottom of her cape and where it meets the rest of her costume. And now I'm carefully outlining the bat symbol in black. Keep in mind that we're not going to be highlighting this miniature at all, so anywhere we would normally want to add contrast by adding highlights, if say we were painting this in a realistic manner, we're going to use the dark lining instead. Here I'm drawing a line under each breast, and I also add lines around her bikini area. Here I'm putting lines around the different folds on the cape. I'm using the dark lines here to fill in the recesses on the fingers and different parts of the hand. Now I'm carefully drawing a line separating her lips. And also the outline of the whites of her eyes. We'll finish up the dark lining by adding a little bit of texture to the hair here. And now we're moving on to painting the base. For the miniatures in this game, I've decided to just paint the base according to the faction that each miniature is a part of. Since Batgirl's part of the Bat family, she's going to get a yellow base. So I'm using Averland Sunset, which is the most highly pigmented yellow I have. And now I'm going through and dark lining around the feet, making corrections as I go. And to finish off the look, I'm painting the rim of the base in Decay Black. And there we have Batgirl. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, I'd appreciate if you gave it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like it. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can follow me there if you'd like to see works in progress or other posts that I'll make from time to time. I'm still new to painting in this cartoony style, so I'd appreciate any feedback if you'd leave a comment down below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, happy painting.